Even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream.
Welcome back to the KrisCross Corner. I'm your host, Chris Canty, and we have our co-host,
Mark Simpson.
And before we begin, shout out to all the members of the KrisCross Corner podcast Facebook group.
Shout out.
And shout out to all of the people in the KrisCross crew on Patreon.
Woo!
Support the podcast. Y'all supporting the podcast. Y'all are amazing. All, it's all 13 of y'all. It's still 13 patrons. So,
trying to get to 50. Trying to get to
50. 50 Patreons. Patrons, not Patreons. 50 patrons on Patreon.
Yeah.
That's how it works. But support the podcast on Patreon. $5 a month. Only $5 will get you KrisCross Corner and everything else KrisCross Studios, like KrisCross Playlist, the Guess That Song Challenge, KrisCross Adventures.
Which we were supposed to do the challenge yesterday.
Yeah, but I kind of took 3 melatonin and I kind of passed out. But it's okay. I'm alive and we're going to do this episode today. On MLK Day. Happy MLK Day, Mark.
Happy MLK Day.
Happy MLK to all of you watching this podcast or listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Overcast, or anywhere you find your podcast. As members of the Facebook group, you get to request topics for us to talk about and topics for us to talk about on our top 10 list of the week. You also get to argue points. Like, this should have been number 1, Chris. Yeah. I don't care. I'm still going to make my top 10 list and you're going to like it.
We're trolling over here. That's what we do.
We like to troll people.
Waffle House.
Right. All right. We're not going to talk about Waffle House no more. Let's get into our first part of it, though. We're going to talk about what you do in Detroit. So, a Detroit-based company has been selected for demolition of over 1,300 blighted buildings.
That's a $30 million deal.
It's a lot of buildings. A lot of buildings still need to be torn down in Detroit. So, whew, 1,300.
Mostly East Side.
Yeah, mostly where Mark used to live. But I'm playing.
We don't claim that part.
I was driving with Mark. I was like, this is a nice neighborhood. We turned down one street. I'm like, whoa, what the hell? What is going on in Detroit?
That's the sad reality I live in.
Yeah, I'm like, yo.
Lived.
Yeah, Mark lives in Romulus now. So now he's
safe.
He's not safe at all. All the East Side niggas moved out there. So
no, all the East Side niggas moved to the West Side, moved to Dearborn and freaking Southfield.
No, they don't allow people in Dearborn. They're still the same Dearborn.
Southfield.
No, the West Side niggas moved to Southfield. East Side people moved to Romulus or Macomb Township.
Roseville.
Did you see that one video of that one white lady? White lady in East Point? She was just sitting on her porch. She hit some gunshots.
What's Up Detroit moment. That's another What's Up Detroit moment.
She was like, pop, pop, pop. She's like, oh, shit.
This lady sitting on her porch at 1:30 in the morning in the wintertime.
It wasn't that cold.
But a robe.
It wasn't that cold.
But a car comes down the street and she heard gunshots. She nearly slipped trying to get through the door.
She was like, what?
Trying to get through the door. She said she thought it was fireworks until she heard it 3 or 4 times. I'm like,
really? Fireworks in East Point
at 1:30 in the morning
in January. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
He said, oh my gosh.
The Detroit Lions select a new general manager, Brad Holmes.
They chose
I don't know.
him?
What? Yeah, they chose him.
They picked him already?
They picked a general manager, and now the general manager has to choose the coach.
Who did they pick for the general manager?
Brad Holmes.
Give me more background on this guy. I forgot where he's from.
I don't care where he's from. He's still not going to do shit for Detroit. They already messed up on getting Salah from the 49ers because Salah's going to the Jets. So it's like...
Is it bad that I kind of saw that coming, though?
I didn't say he was going to the Jets. I just knew he was going to go to a team.
I know he wasn't going to the Lions.
Yeah.
Because remember I told you when they fired Bob Quinn, I was like, they're going to find a way to mess this up some type of way.
They are. It's Detroit. They're going to find a way.
It's sad to say, but the Forest need to let the franchise go.
They do. They just have too much. I mean, the Lions is like this much money in their whole portfolio. Mm-hmm. So it's like, just get rid of it. You just want a Super Bowl so bad that you want to deprive us 20-year-olds a chance of looking at a Super Bowl. You gotta wait till our 60s until we see a Super Bowl in Detroit. It's gonna be horrible. Speaking of money, President-elect Joe Biden unveiled his $1.9 trillion COVID relief plan.
Are there stimulus checks in it?
Of course. We're gonna get up to $1,400, or we're gonna get another $2,000 direct paycheck. That also comes with $400 a week in unemployment insurance through September 2021, and $30 billion of rental assistance, and it's going to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
Immediately?
Immediately. That means that is if it goes through.
It's probably going to go through.
It probably will go through because of the House and the Senate. They're both Democratic, but majority Democratic, I mean.
McDonald's employees, y'all really want to give them $15 an hour?
I don't want it. I really don't. But they deserve it.
Huh?
They deserve it. However, if you put mayonnaise on my sandwich one more time.
Hold on. If you put the cheese to the left of my sandwich and not centered in the middle, one more time.
I don't think you deserve $15 if that happens.
Martin Luther King didn't have a dream for this.
I have a dream, goddammit.
That one day my burger will be created equal on the equal side of my meat.
I have a dream that the Wendy's at Southfield and Grand River actually gives me the right order this time.
I have a dream that all the Taco Bells in Detroit will improve.
I have a dream that Taco Bell in the hood has taco shells.
I have a dream that Church's chicken will no longer be greasy.
Oh, I have a dream. Speaking of greasy foods and executions, the U.S. executes Dustin Higgs is the 13th and final execution of the Trump administration. No other president has killed as much people as Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is this huge, I think it's capital punishment, death penalty advocate. So he killed the most people under his administration, or shall I say, regime.
Do they all deserve to die? Not deserve.
I wouldn't say they deserve to die. However, because no one deserves to die.
Is it justified?
I didn't really look into the case of Dustin Higgs, but some people's cases are like, did they deserve the death penalty, or did they deserve, a sentence with parole, with the option of parole? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a question I put on the Facebook group. I said, would you prefer life in prison or death?
Right? No, my fiance made me mad with that question. I didn't even comment. I was about to say something. I saw what she said, and then she asked you, and she gonna say it depends. I'm like,
it does depend. It
I'm
depends.
like,
However, I'm like, do you want life in prison or
right?
death?
I saw what you said, and I'm just like,
It's a hard question. It's a hard question for most.
Life in prison or death?
Yeah. I'm not against the death penalty, but I don't think that the death penalty should be used for everything.
Because I'm against the death penalty completely.
Because like if you murder somebody, if it depends on the murder, like hey, death, lethal injection, let them go. But if it's like some like ridiculous like treason or
Okay, because if it's like Charles Manson or
child molestation, that doesn't warrant death. You didn't kill the baby.
Charles Manson, if you give him the death penalty, I get it.
Yo, yeah.
But a child molester, I wouldn't say death penalty.
Life in prison, definitely. Think about what you did, mother cracker jack.
But it's still weird. But we live in a country where a child molester gets less time than a drug dealer. So
right.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
No, yeah, nothing does surprise me. The justice system has to change in America.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully with this new administration, things will change.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Kamala's in there. But Kamala's in there, so she used to locking niggas up. Anyway.
Yeah, that is true. But that's what the law was back then, so we can't blame her. Anyway, speaking of changes, the new contagious coronavirus variant is going to change the world in 2021. We thought it was over.
Did we though?
However, we was like, hey, we about to get out of here by fall of 2020. Then we pushed it back to 2021. Now we have variants of the damn virus.
I mean, to be fair, we have variants of the flu. So
true.
You should have knew that this was gonna come.
Like, I told y'all back in April this was gonna happen.
Right, like we have variants of the flu, so of course you're gonna get variants of the coronavirus. Like to me, people are panicking, but I'm like, this is normal. Like that's what happens anytime there's a new virus. It comes with different variants because you gotta think about it. If animals can catch it, any disease that animals and humans can catch, if it's in an animal, it's still a different variant than a disease that's in the human.
Yeah, it's true.
So I thought it would be common sense, but we live in America where that doesn't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. And people are still partying and breathing on people. So
they're having COVID parties at college campuses.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense.
Speaking
on a college campus.
Speaking of college campuses, the University of Michigan. Here's one for you. You will be on, I think, was it academic probation or just regular probation, if you have a gathering of 3 or more people. They put you on probation.
Okay.
That's a little
harsh.
That's a little extreme.
That's extreme.
So if I'm gathering, that's me, my roommate,
and your girl,
my roommate and a family member, or my roommate and my girlfriend.
Right.
And if we gather together, and then on top of that, if you stay on University of Michigan's campus, it is a requirement to get tested weekly. If you miss the test, then you probably end up on probation too.
I can understand that. But 3 people? Like, it's college. You're going to have 3 people, at least 3 people in a setting. You know what I mean?
Right. But you got to understand too, like college kids, they got a lot going on. So like, I feel like, let's say, for example, you get tested every week on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So if I miss my Wednesday testing, you go automatically throw me on probation when I can just go on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Like I
don't think they can put you on probation for missing a test, but I mean, hey.
That's a little out of pocket.
Yeah. Speaking of out of pocket, we're going to move to our next segment, our new segment of the show. Things they don't teach you in school.
Finally.
Things that do not teach you in school. Now,
pushing for this segment.
Mark thinks he's smart.
No, I do not.
Mark thinks he's real smart.
I'm an idiot.
He is an idiot, everybody. I'm going to prove it to you right now. I'm going to prove it to you right now.
Okay.
All right. So, the first one. The most popular activity in bed is sleeping. Everybody knows that. What is the second most popular activity in bed?
It's gonna be between one or two things: being on your phone or sex.
Sex is number 3.
Okay.
Number 2, second place of the most popular activity in bed is reading.
Nobody would think of that.
Nobody
Well,
would think that.
No, but being on your phone, technically that could count as reading, though.
No, because if you're on your phone, you could be playing games or watching a movie.
You never read a book on your phone before?
No.
I have.
I mean, I have read a book on my phone, but it wasn't in bed.
An iPad. Well, I used to do that because I used to do my homework in bed sometimes. So just sit there, do homework, then read a book.
Homework. I miss those days, but I don't.
Study sessions.
Right. Quote unquote. Speaking of that, what percentage of men propose on one knee?
I'm gonna say 64%.
That's high.
That's too high?
Very high. Actually,
okay.
Only 20% of men propose on one knee.
I guess I'm part of that 20% then.
The other 80% are like, we ain't getting no younger. We might as well do it. Let's get married.
Because I did it on one knee. Well, Chris saw my video.
I saw it. I was like, he is not getting up. Getting on one knee.
We got bad knees. We at that age now, Chris. We got bad knees.
No, you at that age.
Because I'm good.
I was like, don't do it. Don't get on one knee. Oh, apartment shook. I'm playing. Goodness gracious.
Oh.
Who earns more on average, brunettes or blondes?
That's blondes.
Nope, brunettes.
Brunette. I was gonna say brunettes the first time. I was like, no, that's probably a trick question.
Yep.
Overthinking myself again.
Yeah. A man inherits.
Blondes are dumb. I didn't think about it.
No, it doesn't mean they don't get paid more. That's a stereotype. Don't. These are the words of Mark Simpson. These are not the words of Chris. All right. A man inherits his baldness. From which side of the family? The mother or the father?
That'd be father.
Nope. He gets his baldness.
How? Okay, explain that.
He gets his baldness from the maternal side of the family.
I don't understand that one.
Genes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
All right.
I'm in good shape then.
Yeah, since we're on the topic of genes and sex, how long is the human rectum, Mark?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, according to scientists, it is 4.7 inches long.
All right.
So whenever she says, it's too big, 4.7 inches. Just remember. That is if you're into anal sex. But anyway, what is the most common day to have sex?
Valentine's Day?
No, but the common day of the week out of the 7 days.
There's a big part of me that wants to say Wednesday, but
no, it's just because it's hump day doesn't mean.
I know, that's why look, you already knew where I was going.
I know where you were going. It's actually Sunday.
Sunday. Of course it is.
It's a day of rest.
The Lord's Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Y'all nasty.
Uh-huh. I know a lot of men saying Lord, Lord all day that day. But anyway.
You said what?
There's a whole bunch of men saying Lord, Lord that day.
Lord?
Lord.
That oh Jesus.
Oh Jesus. All right. Let's go to the topic of the day. But before we get to the topic of the day, let's talk about the Narrow Way Cafe on Livernois. Shout out these Black-owned businesses. Some good coffee. Get a large coffee when you go there. All right. Don't get a small coffee. Get that large.
If you get that small, you're gonna want more anyway. So you're gonna go back and get another small, and now you done paid double the price of a large.
Right. And you know they will. Now. They'll charge you too. They'll be like, he coming back, ain't he?
No refills.
No refills. You need to pay that $3. All right. Go to Narrow Way Cafe, 19331 Livernois Avenue, or go to www.thenarrowwaycafe.com. Also, the Ladon collection is open right now in Royal Oak. Black-owned business in Royal Oak.
Ladon.
508 South Washington in Royal Oak. Or go to his Instagram at Ladon Collection. Check him out. He's open from 11 to 7. Please support this Black-owned business. All right. It's MLK Day.
It is.
And we just want to talk about his impact on our lives and the country's lives as well. We just saw what happened 2 weeks ago in DC with the Trump supporters. And a lot of people were talking about if they were Black, it'll be a whole different story. And I believe that.
You ain't have a dream for this shit.
I believe that if we went down there, me and you, Mark, along with our brothers and sisters, stormed the White House or the Capitol, more so the White House. The White House, we'd be dead anyway. But the Capitol?
Anybody would be dead at the White House. It don't matter if you're Black or white. They're just going to shoot you on sight.
Right. But the Capitol, like, them steps will be read. And a lot of people said that on Instagram and Facebook. I'm like, that is true.
Very much true.
That is very true. And Martin Luther King, they have like a memorial for him also on the mall. So he'd be looking at DC like this. Like, these niggas.
That's how his grave. Man turned over, now his back facing you.
Right. He done turned over if he saw what happened 2 weeks ago.
Him and Coretta. Coretta out here watching y'all doing the busted challenge. Like, he ain't died for this shit.
Right. A lot of people doing the busted challenge wrong, man. I'm telling you. She'd be like, I think my butt get big. She bends down on the right and then comes back up on the left. Hold up now. This is not the right way to do the busted challenge.
Chris got a grievance.
I do. Because I'd be like, you're not doing it right. And then the girls get mad. I was like, just redo the video.
Hey. Dr. King.
Your ass is nice, but redo the video. You're not coming up on the right side.
You ain't have a dream for this shit.
I did. But anyway.
That's gonna be the new slogan. He ain't have a dream for this shit.
Well, Martin Luther King's most famous work is of course, the I Have a Dream speech. Also the march from what was it, Selma to Montgomery?
Ooh, yeah, that was a long walk.
That was a long walk. But today we're going to be talking about his I Have a Dream speech, in which he spoke of this dream in the United States that is void of segregation and racism, which we still have segregation and racism. But
250,000 people were there.
Yeah, we still have racism, but we're making small steps, very small steps, to Martin Luther King's dream.
I couldn't tell when they took big steps at the Capitol. Anyway.
Actually, they were calling up that wall. So.
You see the lady that fell off?
Yeah, I saw that. She was like, ah! I was like, that's what you get. Anyway, we're going to talk about some facts about Martin Luther King that you might have not known. He was the youngest person at the time to receive a Nobel Peace Prize at 35 years old. He was arrested 29 times.
Wow.
And assaulted 4 times. He is the only non-president to have a national holiday in his name, aka Martin Luther King Day. He has 20 honorary degrees, which I don't even know what they're in, but he has 20 of them. I can barely get 2, and I still got to pay for them bitches.
Bro, stop comparing your degrees to Dr. King's, bro.
I can compare my degrees to Martin Luther King.
Stop doing that, dog.
He did this speech so I can get my 2 degrees. So I'm like, shoot. He has 900. I'm still on degrees. He has 900 streets named after him, and ain't nothing going good on them streets. You go to MLK downtown in Detroit, ain't nothing good on MLK Boulevard. Come on now. You can't find a nice thing on MLK. If you can't find a nice thing on MLK, put it in the comment section below.
Detroit is the only place where you got a school and a street named after one person.
Hey man.
You got a school and a street named after you.
I forgot about that. King High School. Ain't that bad a bitch. It's called Martin Luther King Junior High School. So it sounds like a junior high school, but it's a senior high. No, it's called Martin Luther King Junior Senior High School. That's a long name.
Martin Luther King Junior Senior. That'll confuse somebody.
I was driving past, I was like, Junior Senior, and I almost crashed because I was trying to figure it out. I was crashing shit at Little Caesars. That's right there. I'm like, wait a minute. Junior Senior.
You're lost in your own head.
I was lost in my own head that day. Here's irony. His mother was murdered by a gunman. That's crazy.
Did not know that.
I did not know that either. Here's another thing I didn't know. He skipped high school, went straight to Morehouse College at 15 years old.
Wow.
And then became a minister at 19 after he graduated.
All right, Chris, that's your calling.
No, it's not. All the other good jobs were taken. That's why he became a minister. Right? I did not know this either. He has a Grammy. Did you know this?
You said he what? He
has a Grammy.
A Grammy?
Yeah.
When did he win a Grammy?
He has the Best Spoken Word Album award.
Wow.
Why I Oppose the War in Vietnam won the Best Spoken Word Album in 1971.
Oh, wow.
So shout outs to MLK. You out here getting Grammys. And also we talked about the Selma to Montgomery walk / march, where we saw the movie Selma. At least I hope we all saw the movie Selma.
We almost lost I can tell you what, we almost lost Martin Luther King before 68.
Yep.
Remember when the guy ran up to him and stabbed him?
Yep.
And he had a knife stuck in him? They said if he would have took one deep breath during surgery, he would have been dead.
Yeah. Jeez.
I was like, that was like, wow. Like imagine, like he said, if you would have took a breath, because you know it would have how your body expands when you breathe heavy, the knife would have pierced a lung or pierced, I think it was a lung or artery or something. They said it would have pierced it and he would have been dead.
Jeez.
Like, wow. The God was on your side, sir.
Yes, he was. Praise him.
He knew what you was about to do.
Yes. He's like, he needs to say the speech in Washington. He can't die now. Yeah, of course he died. I think it was in Memphis.
Yep,
April of 1968.
The hotel is a museum now.
Yep. It's also ironic that he died the day after the release of Planet of the Apes.
Wow.
That raises a few eyebrows. Even though
the government is always, we ain't gonna get into that. I'm gonna let that go.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about the government right now on the podcast.
Because I got some theories.
Oh yes.
That we will talk about later.
We'll talk about those on another episode. But let's talk about this top 10 list for the week. And
Okay,
when I did this top 10 list this week, I was thinking about movies that I saw where I saw racism happen, and I felt like I needed to do something about it.
Ooh.
Just like Martin Luther King.
Our friend Martin. No, I'm just playing.
Good Lord.
Is that on the list?
No. When you said that, I was like, good Lord, I forgot about the whole movie. Like, please don't say it. But
the gunshot still gets me. He was like, I'm gonna go back and save Martin.
Oh, damn. There's a little tear coming down my cheek.
All right. No.
It's even worse. It's even worse when you know the whole story. You'd be like,
right. When the house got blew up and they found that bomb.
Yeah.
I was like, dog.
Come on, dog.
They can't leave this nigga alone.
Right. But yeah, these are the top 10 movies that evoke feelings of racism.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you want to do something about it. So in this list, if you haven't watched these movies, please watch them and tell us how you feel about them in the comment section below.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions. I just saw this movie a few months ago. LA 92 on Netflix.
What's it called?
LA 92.
Didn't see that one, so I'm gonna keep it. I know that.
It's about LA in 1992, and we all know what happened in April of 1992.
Oh wait. Never mind.
We all know what happened.
I know what happened.
Rodney King.
I don't even want to go there.
As well as a lot of other things that happened in 1992 in LA at the time. So yeah, a lot of I didn't know like all the stuff culminated in all that, but I did. Mm-hmm. I didn't know all the other stuff like in LA, not like countrywide, but
right.
Led to all that, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. And it repeated itself in 2015 with Ferguson in Minneapolis.
Or Trayvon
Martin, and everything. It's the same thing. Just know your history.
I still can't eat Skittles the same no more.
Nope, me neither. Every time I look at Skittles, I'm like, nope, not gonna do it. It's crazy that we think that, and people think we're okay. And that's why I make this list. Next on my list is I Am Not Your Negro.
I saw that.
Also a really good movie. We have Do the Right Thing, Spike Lee movie. Mm-hmm. 12 Years a Slave.
I can't watch that movie no more.
Yeah, it's just a sad movie.
Like, I don't want to put my heart through that again.
It's a lot.
Before I ask, is that movie with Janelle Monáe on your list? I forgot what it was called. When she got kidnapped and turned into the slave plantation. Or what was it called?
I don't think it's on here. I don't think that. If Bill Street Could Talk, 12 Years a Slave. I have Loving, which is Loving versus Virginia, multiracial marriage show.
I've heard of that one. My mom watched that one.
That was pretty good. The Help.
Yo, that. The Help. Eat that shit pie.
We have Moonlight.
That was weird for me at first. Like when I first watched it, I had to watch it a second time so I can get the,
Yeah, get the gist of it.
Mm-hmm.
We also have Hidden Figures in my honorable mentions.
That's one of my favorite movies, actually.
I never hated Sheldon from Big Bang Theory as much as I hated him in that movie.
He came around at the end, though.
Sheldon and Kristen Dunst. Kristen Dunst was
the asshole. Bro.
She was the biggest asshole. I was like, damn, Mary Jane? I think of her as Mary Jane from Spider-Man. So when I see her like that, I'm like, damn, you was a whole hoe.
Yo.
It was mean to them too. I was like, dang, this is racism. I need to stop.
I thought you was good. I thought you was cool. Okay, Antebellum is the name of the movie I'm talking about.
Oh, Antebellum. No, I haven't watched. I haven't seen that movie yet.
That
That's the horror film, like, right?
I wouldn't call it a horror film.
Like a suspense film.
So yeah, it's a suspense. So basically, she's a news anchor. She got kidnapped, and when she got kidnapped, the way the movie made it seem like that, she got basically put back in time into the slave days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna tell you what happened after that because I can't tell you what happens without telling you the movie. Like,
I'll watch it when we get off.
Okay. Yeah, I can't tell you what happens without telling you the movie, but that's a movie I feel like you need to see.
Okay, I'll watch it. All right, we're gonna do our top 10 list.
All right.
This is number 10. We have When They See Us.
Oh yeah.
The Central Park 5.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, Brooklyn? It's Central Park 5. Different borough. Number 9, Fruitvale Station. Yep, see, I got you. You was like, telling you, it's these movies that evoke emotion about racism.
That movie triggers me so much, bro.
I'm telling you, Chad Michael Murray will never be the same. I was thinking of him as Lucas on One Tree Hill.
Oh my god!
I was like, this man killed him. You killed Michael B. Jordan.
For what? Like,
Like,
trying to play it's an accident. I did it on accident.
no, you did not. All right, number 8, we have Pride.
Mm-hmm.
The swimming movie with Terrence Howard and Bernie Mac.
Oh my god!
They had to go to the white schools, and the white schools were like, we're not swimming with these guys. I'm like, whoa, what? You're not swimming with the black people? Then when the white people went to the black people place, they were like, we don't want to swim here. Yeah, y'all need to come out to the white people place. I'm like, yo, this is racism to the highest.
Exactly.
7, Malcolm X.
All right, you triggering me.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
No. Greatest quote ever.
Number 6, Just Mercy. Another Michael B. Jordan.
I saw that all the way through for the first time, I think last month.
That's with Jamie Foxx too, right?
Yep.
Okay, I now remember it. That was pretty good.
Cringe.
That was last year.
It was cringe. Watching Jamie Foxx like that was cringe, but
Anything with Jamie Foxx is cringe. If it's not comedy.
like watching him play Electro in Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, that was cringe. Don't. Let's not go back to that. Let's not. All right, we have number 5, Glory Road. All the racism they had to go through. Still a great movie. Disney knows how to get your feelings. They also got our feelings with number 4, Remember the Titans.
Oh man.
Got some stuff in that movie.
I remember my coach made us watch that, and then we had to go play a game in Saginaw.
Yo.
I was so mad, bro.
It's like
Made us watch that, then we had to go play a game in Saginaw. We looked at him like,
we're gonna watch this movie. We're gonna drive all the way up to Saginaw. What?
So the first time we stepped on the field, niggas.
What?
And we couldn't tell if the black player said it or the white player said it. So we just like,
oh, we mad now. Assume the position. Ready, set, hike.
We just assumed it was the white player.
We got number 3, The Hate You Give. That was a triggering movie. That was a triggering movie, Mark. Exactly. You're triggered right now.
I can't do this, bro.
we have two more. We have 2 more.
I can't do this, bro.
We have number 2. We have Selma.
The newer one or the older one?
The new one went in 2014.
Because you got that, then you got the movie Selma, Lord Selma. Remember Selma, Lord Selma, when they was on that bus and
Yeah. Triggering. Number 1. I think everybody should watch not just black people or white people who think they're woke. 13th.
Yo.
To actually understand our frustrations of what's going on. Why we were angry at what happened on Capitol Hill on Wednesday, January 6th. Why we are angry around election season. Why we don't care.
You know what you should have had on here? I know it's not racism towards black people, but Bright with Will Smith.
Bright with Will Smith was a good movie.
That was a message.
It was a weird movie, but it was a good message. It was an underlying message in the whole movie. I only watched it like 3 times. I watched it. Yeah, I had to watch it 3 times to get it.
And Will Smith was the racist.
Mm-hmm.
Like people think, oh, he a black man. He can't be racist. Then they watch that movie and be like, damn.
Yeah, he did it.
You ain't never seen Will Smith like this.
Nope.
Yo, when Will Smith started doing roles like that, that's when people was like, okay, he kind of like not being what he used to be. But I like it.
All right. Do you like old Will Smith or new Will Smith?
I like both, to be honest.
Which one do you like more?
I feel like old Will Smith did more exciting things, though.
Okay.
Like, you won't see the new Will Smith doing another Independence Day.
Yeah, I don't see him doing another Independence Day either.
He turned the other one down. They just killed him off.
I saw that. I was like, all right, what's not going to be in this one? First scene. Oh, I'm sorry that your dad died. I'm like, what? Damn!
Then you gonna get the same child actor to think he go.
It's crazy. But those are my top 10 movies that evoke feelings of racism and makes you want to do something about it.
I got a new top 10 list for next week.
What you got?
Black actors.
Black actors. Okay, I got black actors. I'm gonna get a few.
Like powerful, yeah.
Like powerful ones or like random ones? Because I can get a
powerful.
Okay, powerful black actors. All right. Top 10 powerful black actors coming to you live next week on what's next week? January 26th.
So this is male and female.
No, I thought you said black actors. So I thought I meant male.
I mean, because when it's a group and it's male and women, they usually just say actors.
Okay. I'll say actors and actresses. Okay. I got you. I'll do 5 and 5.
Unless you want to do one for male, then the week after do women.
I'll do 5 and 5.
Okay. I already know who you put on there first.
It gives me more time to think and actually research.
I know who you put on there first.
Who?
Viola Davis.
I guess. I put her on.
Fences was great.
Fences is okay. I want to give it. It was an okay movie to me.
I'm talking about her acting in Fences. Then look at what she had to go through.
Yeah. What's the other movie she was in?
She was the other thing I remember her from though was she was in what's that movie when all their husbands?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure. Which one? The husbands died, and then she was like the one that was like. I was like, damn.
And then she did, of course, How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
And then she was briefly in a Suicide Squad, which we're not going to speak about.
And that has been another edition of the KrisCross Corner. Please subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Join the KrisCross Corner Facebook group to watch the live show. Leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and other podcast platforms. Tell your friends and family about the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Stay safe. Social distance. And be nice to each other.